Criminology. What do you think of when you think of when you hear the word? Do you hear Criminal Minds or Jeffrey Dahmer? I do not blame them because I would think the exact same thing. Criminology is way more than the average stereotype it has. It is important every single day because there are people who have jobs that we might not even know of or be aware of. The steps of becoming a criminologist are lengthy. In my speech, I will explain the history, education, and career options that are needed to inform the class. This is also going to give you a broader knowledge of the topic and possibly give you other options of careers. History. The history of criminology is something most people do not tend to focus on. Criminology is one of the fastest growing academic fields in Britain. However, it should be clear and unmistakable that criminology means the use of science methods and the study of analysis of regularities, uniformities, patterns, and causal relationships concerned with crime, criminals, or criminal behavior. This is by Wolfgang 155-620. Ben Bowling and James Ross state in the article A Brief History of Criminology, Century for Crime and Justice Studies, Bessaria, Bentham, and Kant are enlightened philosophers who are the founding fathers of classical criminology. Their concepts led to new and enlightened philosophers who are the founding fathers of classical criminology. Their concepts led to new systems for criminal justice and gave the law more authority to themselves, end quote. Britain is one of the best countries for criminal investigation or regular investigation and is more informed about the process. In the article, Popular Criminology, Stephen Combs states, popular criminology may be extended to include other varieties of popular culture and has already begun to interpret green criminology as well as the broader culture criminological movement, end quote. With about 30 undergraduate programs and 100 honor classes in college and universities around the country, there are many opportunities for students and adults to enter this field. In London, a Department of Criminal Science was formed at Cambridge University in 1941. Around this time, the university was receiving textbooks for criminology majors, but also other majors as well. Once the department was established and ready for students to join and learn, it became a success. In 1972, criminology as a whole had spread throughout London and later was spread throughout the United Kingdom and the United States. A huge number of students choosing to go into this field are expecting to see more growth, and with the career opportunities, it is only fair to everyone around the world. From the article, Race to Reform, Crime, Criminology in Urban America, it states, criminologists have also updated the use of evolution, end quote. This is by Trost. Sheldon Gluck states, rather than having one leader in charge, we have many criminal justices. Gluck 247-262. This is explaining how much the criminal justice system is evolving and growing. More and more people choose to study. Now, knowing the history and background of the huge criminology field coming from the UK to the US, let's put ourselves in a student's shoes who has a passion for this and see what they have to do to achieve their goal of becoming a criminologist. If a person wants to be in the field, they need to be able to develop terminological poison, which takes a lot of academic and scientific education other than other criminal justice fields. Most people in the United States pursue a minimum of a master's degree in the field, starting with a bachelor's degree in criminology, psychology, or sociology. In the article entitled, What is Criminology? The Study of Crime and Criminal Minds, it states, being a criminologist also needs to understand the learn of law enforcement procedures. Taking a criminal justice course benefits, end quote. It takes around 4 to 7 years to go into this career of choice, and taking the amount of education you choose. Getting your bachelor's degree should only take about 4 years. In the article, What is Criminology? The Study of Crime and Criminal Minds, it states, criminologists are playing a huge role in establishing a more science-based understanding of crime and social justice. Criminal justice or criminology majors are important to the society and will always be, taking in many parts of science, mind, body, and characteristics, personality, etc. While applying for colleges in the state or out of state, most colleges do not offer criminology as an graduate degree. Most college administrators recommend taking a criminal justice, psychology, or sociology major. Most college, then it requires you to take other classes to be able to build your academics to receive a bachelor's in criminology. Some of the many class options are theories of social order, culture and crime, economics of crime and social problems, crime analysis, criminal investigation, etc. Programs in whichever college you decide to go to may include internships or work experience and usually take about 3 to 4 months to complete. It will give you that real life experience of what you may want to become or do in the future with that field. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication and patience to go into this field. At the end of all the endless nights, mental breakdowns, study sessions, there comes a point where most search and find jobs, whether it is out of state or in their community. The amount of careers are endless. I list a couple up on the screen and another picture I found on the internet. The amount of careers are endless. Forensic science technicians, probation and community control officers, correctional officers, loss prevention officer, detective, criminal investigator. These are a couple of multiple careers choices to pick from. I will only talk about 3 of them that you might be familiar with. Forensic science technicians. Forensic science technicians look into criminal investigations and collect data from evidence in a crime investigation or in a science lab. They can usually make up to $59,000 a year. The amount of studying to get a higher pay and a bachelor's degree completed than another 2 years for a master's degree. Probation community control officer. There are officers who provide social services to assist rehab to offenders in custody. They make an average of $52,000 a year. You need 4 years to complete your bachelor's degree, then move on and add an additional 8 weeks of training in the field. Detective criminal investigators. They search for information about legal, financial, and personal matters. They can make an average of $83,170 a year. This career option takes at least 6 years of schooling to complete their goal. Now that I explained the history, education, and career options of the field of criminology, I hope to inform everyone the insights of the subject. As I explained, with all the career opportunities of the field of criminology offers, will you still be interested in becoming a nurse or a mechanical engineer after college, or will you open your eyes to a new option? This is my works cited page, and thank you for listening.